Waking a sleepwalker is not dangerous. Gently guiding them back to bed is safer than letting them wander. Bulls don't get angry at the color red. They are colorblind to it. They charge at the movement of the matador's cape, not its
I feel like that's cap, though.
Goldfish don't grow to the size of
cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. You know why I know that's cap? It's because a nigga, he didn't even have a cape. He had a red underside. So a bull charged at the red underside instead of charging at him. His body moved more than the fucking underpart, his armpit shit. So that shit's cap. Nigga talking about I sound like a crackhead down the street. Bro, they don't even, sometimes they don't even be shaking the cape. They just be having it there. And then the bull be running right to the cape. You see what I'm saying? The person be moving more than the cape. So clearly, they gotta be attracted or get mad at the red. That's bullshit.
Don't grow to the size of their tank. They grow normally, just like every other animal. Touching frogs does not give you warts. Dropping a penny from a skyscraper can't kill someone, mainly thanks to air resistance. Hair and fingernails don't continue to grow after death. The skin dehydrates and retracts, giving the appearance of growth. Sharks can't smell a drop of blood from miles away. Even though they do have a really strong sense of smell, that claim is just exaggerated. Humans didn't evolve from modern monkeys. We share a common ancestor, but we evolved on separate branches of the evolutionary tree.
To a certain extent, we evolved, but we didn't evolve from another species of animal. Like, that's just idiotic, bro. Nigga said, nah, you didn't evolve. Nah, fuck you, bro.
Eating carrots does not improve night vision, even though they are good for eye health due to vitamin A. The Earth isn't closer to the sun in summer. Seasons are caused by the tilt of the Earth's axis.
Who doesn't know that? Who doesn't know that?
Age 7 years for
Who doesn't know that? Who doesn't know that? That's not a misconception, bro. It's not a misconception that the Earth is closer to the sun when it's summer. Everyone knows the fucking shit revolves, and then the sun motherfucking shit's like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is he talking about?
Every human year. Aging varies by breed and size, and smaller breeds often live longer than larger breeds. The color of your tongue doesn't indicate your health. While some diseases can cause changes in tongue color, a healthy tongue can vary in color for many benign. Vein blood is dark red, not blue. Veins appear blue due to light scattering through the skin. Eating sugar does not directly cause type 2 diabetes, but it can contribute to obesity, which is the real cause of it. Dogs aren't colorblind. They can see colors, just not as many as humans. They see shades of blue and yellow, but have difficulty distinguishing between red and green. Drinking 8 glasses of water is not a universal rule. The amount of water a person needs varies and includes water obtained from food and other beverages. There's no evidence that points to the fact.
Cause one thing I would never do in my fucking life is drink 8 fucking glasses of water, bro. Like, why am I going to drink 8 glasses of water? What is that going to do for me, bro? Nigga, I'm going to drink 2 bottles of water, which is 16.9 fluid ounces each. So that comes up to roughly 33.8 fluid ounces together, which is roughly 4 cups of water. So I'm going to drink 4 cups of water, aka 2 bottles of water, and then I'm gonna just drink juice because juice tastes good. I'm gonna enjoy my life. Fuck drinking 8 glasses of water, nigga. That shit ass.
The fact that eating ice cream while you have a cold makes you sicker. The idea that people swallow a certain number of spiders while sleeping is a myth with no basis in fact.
Because your
taste buds aren't only in your tongue. They can be found on the roof of the mouth, the inside of the cheeks, and the throat. It's not true that different parts of the tongue taste different flavors, since all taste buds can detect the 5 basic tastes. Coffee doesn't stunt your growth. Reading in dim light doesn't cause permanent eye damage. It can only cause eye strain. Houseflies don't have a lifespan of 24 hours. They usually live for about 20 to 30 days. There is no historical evidence to...
Really? Flies live for 20 to 30 days? I deadass thought they died in like 1 to 2 days, bro. I remember I had a fly in my house and I couldn't catch that little nigga. I was like, alright, bet he gonna die in the next day or so. So I just left him alone. And I don't think I ever saw him again. So I don't know if that's true, man. Based on your other clearing up of misconceptions, I don't know if I can trust you or not, buddy.
To support the claim that Vikings drank from the skulls of their enemies. The Earth's core is not molten lava. It's liquid metal, mostly iron and nickel. But the inner core is solid metal. Mount Everest
No, it's
isn't the
not.
closest point to space. Due to the equatorial bulge, the summit of Mount Chimborazo in Ecuador is the farthest point from the Earth's center, and thus closer to space than Mount Everest.
That's actually
Houseplants
pretty
don't
cool.
increase indoor oxygen levels significantly. They increase it in really small amounts, which does not really make a difference. Dogs' mouths aren't cleaner than humans' mouths. They both
Whoever
contain a
thought
large amount of
that?
bacteria, and neither is necessarily clean.
Whoever thought that a dog's mouth was cleaner than a human's mouth? Whoever thought that? This nigga is making up misconceptions that nobody believes. Nobody believed that, bro. I would never think that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's mouth. They don't even brush their teeth, bro. In a real way though, like nigga, dogs' breath be stank. Why the hell would I think that they breath is they mouth fucking cleaner than mine? Shut the fuck
Cleaner
up.
than the other. The brand name Adidas is derived from the name
Do
of its
some research
founder,
before you come
Adolf
talking to me,
A.D.
nigga.
Dassler, not from All Day I Dream About Sports.
Nobody
Microwaves
thought
don't cause
that,
cancer
bro. Nobody thought that.
cleaner than the other. The brand name Adidas is derived from the
Nobody.
name of its founder, Adolf A.D. Dassler, not from All Day I Dream About.
Nobody thought this. Nobody ever thought Adidas stand for All Day I Dream About Sports, gang. These fake ass misconceptions, bro.
About sports. Microwaves don't cause cancer since they use non-ionizing
do.
radiation, which does not have enough energy to remove tightly bound electrons or cause cancer. Listening to classical
You don't
music
know that,
doesn't
bro.
make you smarter. The Mozart effect suggests that listening to Mozart may temporarily enhance spatial temporal reasoning, but it doesn't increase overall intelligence or long-term cognitive abilities. There is no historical evidence pinpointing December 25th as Jesus' exact birth
We know
date.
this,
This
bro.
date was chosen by early Christians to coincide with existing pagan festivals.
Yes,
the
bro,
sun
we
isn't
know
yellow,
this.
it emits white light, which appears yellow from Earth due to atmospheric scattering. Wolves don't howl
The
at the
sun
moon,
isn't
they
yellow?
howl
Yeah,
to
I knew that.
communicate with their pack. The association with the moon is likely due to wolves being more active and howling more during the night. Frogs don't remain in
That's pretty
gradually
cool, though.
heating water, they jump out. If they are placed in already boiling water,
Who the fuck
they
thought
immediately
classicalism made
die.
you smarter than them? I think I
Mice
know
aren't
who.
especially attracted to cheese over other foods. Rubbing urine on jellyfish hit spots
Rubbing-
doesn't relieve pain.
It-
It can sometimes even worsen it. Rinsing
Oh,
the area
shit.
with vinegar or salt water and removing tentacles is the recommended first aid.
Oh, shit.
Fossil fuels don't come from
So I want to
dinosaurs.
know. I really want to know who in their right mind thought to create the myth that peeing on someone's jellyfish bite or sting would make it better. Like who thought that, bro? Who? Because it's just not making any sense. Like why would somebody spread that information if it just ultimately didn't work and made it worse? That don't make no sense to me. Something ain't adding up. I just want an excuse for someone to pee on me. That's real though.
Only a tiny
real
portion.
way.
Most fossil fuels actually come from ancient plants. Henry Ford didn't invent the first automobile. It was Carl Benz,
Yeah, we know.
co-founder of Mercedes, who patented the first true automobile in 1886. Leaving your phone in charge after 100% doesn't harm the battery that much, since modern smartphones have built-in protections to prevent overcharging.
Nah, gang, that shit be
Bears
fucking
don't
my phone up,
hibernate
bro.
during the entire winter. They enter a state of torpor, not true hibernation, and can wake up and move around if necessary. Tomatoes aren't vegetables, they're fruits.
We know that.
Dogs don't just wave their tails when they're happy. They also do it when they're excited, agitated, or nervous.
Yeah,
Cutting a
we know
worm
that.
will not make it into two worms, even
Really?
though they have the ability to regenerate parts of their body. A duck's quack does indeed
So that means it
echo.
does make it into two
Camelbacks
worms.
don't store water.
So that means that it does make it into two worms. Niggas just don't be making up shit for no reason, bro. I mean, I actually don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we gonna watch that shit after this, bro.
They store fat. You don't
'Cause
lose
I've
more
never
heat
seen
from
a
your head.
worm
The myth
get cut into
probably
two
spread
worms.
because the head is
become
often
two
the
worms.
only uncovered part. The North Star is not the brightest star in the sky. That title belongs to Sirius. Water itself doesn't conduct electricity. Pure water is a poor conductor of electricity. It is the impurities and dissolved ions in water that conduct electricity. Eating at night does not make you gain
interesting.
more weight, since weight gain is determined by
Yes,
the
it
balance of
does.
calories consumed versus calories burned, not
Oh
the
my
timing of
God.
meals.
Yes,
Twinkle-
it is, gang. You're dumb. You're dumb. I don't trust this nigga no more. I deadass don't trust this nigga. This nigga is lying. The timing of your meals does contribute to weight gain. If you eat before you go to sleep every night, you're gonna be fatter than the nigga who doesn't. Because guess what? When you eat, bro, that doesn't give your body time to fucking sleep and digest your food properly. So you're gonna have more food in your stomach and in your intestines. You're gonna be bloated and you're not gonna be able to get sleep well. And if you don't get sleep well, then that means that your body is not recycling itself enough to break down your fats and break down all the bullshit within your body, which means you will gain more weight. Clock that shit, bitch.
Twinkling stars don't turn on and off. They appear to twinkle due to atmospheric turbulence. Hippos do not produce pink milk. The myth likely arose from the fact that hippos secrete a reddish, oily substance called blood sweat, which acts as a sunscreen and antibiotic. Peanuts aren't nuts. They are legumes. There's no alpha wolf in wolf packs. They are typically family units led by parents. Porcupines cannot shoot their quills. While it is true that female praying mantises sometimes eat their mates, it is not a common occurrence in the wild.
Really?
Milk isn't good for cats. Most of them are lactose intolerant. Coin flips aren't 50-50. It's slightly more probable that the side that was facing up comes out.
Yeah,
if you want to discuss this video or suggest an idea for the next one, join my Discord. Link in the description.
Shut up, bitch. Okay. We're doing a... Ew, what the fuck?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever heard the myth that cutting an earthworm in half will create two living worms? Well, today we're diving into the fascinating world of earthworms to uncover the truth behind this common belief.
Let's get started. I'm saying,
First, let's take a quick look at the anatomy of an earthworm.
Okay.
Earthworms are segmented creatures, and each segment contains parts of their vital systems. The front end is the head, which houses the brain and mouth, while the back end is the tail.
Okay.
There's a common myth that if you cut an earthworm in half, each part will grow into a new worm. But is this really true?
You know, you know,
the truth is, when an earthworm is cut in half, the outcome depends on where the cut is made. If you cut the earthworm near its head, the head end can sometimes regenerate a new tail.
Really?
However, the tail end cannot regenerate a new head and will eventually die. So cutting an earthworm in half does not create two worms. Earthworms do have incredible regenerative abilities, but they are not limitless. The head end has a higher chance of survival and regrowth, but it's still a delicate process. Other creatures, like starfish and certain lizards, also have remarkable regenerative powers.
God, it can regrow whole
so there
worms
you
and
have
shit.
it. We've busted the myth that cutting an earthworm in half will result in two worms. Only the head end can sometimes regenerate a tail, while the tail end cannot survive on its own.
So I want to know who the hell decided that it was a smart idea to come up with the myth that if you cut an earthworm in half, you can get two worms.
Lucy, you so slick. She said, Lucy, you so slick. She said, Lucy, you so slick.